Good morning, my old cat travelers, and welcome back to another Eden. We got an update this morning, guys. So we got a new update with two new characters coming up today, guys. I'm excited. It's early in the morning, guys. Sadly, I'm not gonna be doing this live. I missed the broadcast a little bit, but I'm here to review it with you again. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this morning coffee, guys, while we check out the new update. Which yeah, that sounds interesting. I think we got two new characters today, which is pretty neat. So we'll go over them. We'll see when the new update is coming out. I'm excited for the new update. As you guys probably saw on my YouTube, I managed to finish the latest one with Silver, so I'm gonna be able to do this one a little bit sooner. Actually work my schedule. Also, guys, new update, same old shirt, still love it. Best gift I had. Yeah, so we'll see when the update is coming. When the update is coming, that's gonna be really nice. I'm just gonna fast forward this a little bit, and then so we can start as soon as possible. Get in the meat of the video. Alright, guys, let's do it. Super excited, super excited. I'm gonna drink some coffee. Coffee is life. Probably some of you guys saw Scott a little mistake yesterday. Not too bad. I was confused. I was really confused, like, why is it on? What's going on? I went and it's only a mistake, guys, but I understand him. Technical issue do happen sometimes. Alright, let's do it, guys. I'm excited.
Right.
Let's see what we got.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? I think you can hear me. If you're wondering, how are you doing? If you're wondering why I'm wearing a headset today, my regular microphone has died, unfortunately, so you'll have to put up with this going on. I hope it's not too much of a distraction for you.
It is not. It is
but
not.
I'm glad you're here. We're finally here. This is we are live, and we're not rehearsing right now. Now, why would I say we're not rehearsing right now? No reason in particular. We don't need to talk about it ever again. Thank you all for being here. I see a lot of people. That Asian duck. Quack quack to you, sir. Losers become winners.
That's why, guys,
good to
sometimes
see
you
you.
smile out there. I
Best
was watching
boys,
it live,
Sakamoto.
actually. I was watching it live. But
Maria,
I did miss.
Karmic
I
Virtue.
did have something to do
Melody,
this morning, which was which I had to cut.
Great
live
to see
into,
you all.
so
We've got some cool things to talk about today. We've got the upcoming update about which we're going to talk about, and then we're going to do our third and final round of Dream Team. Now, in this third and final round, each round is worth 2 points. That means that Baki still has a chance, even with 0 points to his name, to make a miracle comeback. Will he? That's up to you to decide. But until then, before we get to that, let's get to the news, the important news, the reason you're all here.
Yes. New characters. You probably guys saw them in the title screen.
2.13.5
Yeah, boy.
releasing
on my birthday, September 9. So I'll be able to cover it a little bit earlier since
we're going to see the
Thursday?
Next
Tuesday.
update.
I get
those 2 days excited.
Confused. Thursday.
Before
so
we
I'll
talk
be able
about
to,
that, let's
do the first part
just do
with
a
Silver
quick
on that day.
review
So
of
stay tuned,
what
guys.
is the Wanderer in the Vortex and what
or
is
maybe September
the
9 before
Apocrypha,
I
because
have
that's
my
what we're going to
weekend.
talk about today is the Apocrypha. Now, the first Apocrypha release that we discussed the last time
Apocrypha had amazing music. The Thunder Fortress.
A little bit different than episodes of
mentioning it, so
Mythos
good.
in that each story is concluded in a single episode. You choose your starting point from among chapters 1 to 3. You see familiar characters from the past in action, and it is a time loop story. It's about escaping from days that endlessly repeat. So, without further ado, I'm going to stop talking for just a little bit. I'm going to show you a little video for version 2.13.5, Wanderer in the Vortex, Fatum
Let's go.
Argentari.
Still sleepy. Hopefully that's gonna wake me up.
Swirling intruders infiltrate the plane of time. Their tentacles, in lockstep, turn like twisted cogs, and those who reside within are doomed to relive a history repeating. A world closed now fights for a future that never came. And I fight for a lost past I must reclaim.
This is such a Japanese, like an anime intro cinematics, and I love it. She's so pretty. I love her. I still love her costume. She's so pretty. Ooh, glimpse of a new character. She reminds me of the character from like Atelier Iris, or like those that franchise. Like very delicate, very kind of like I was about to say flimsy, but not flimsy, but like whimsical. So yeah, I like my characters a little bit more harsh, a little bit more like mature, but still, she's kind of cool. And as you guys are gonna see, her kit is really like wow, really crazy. Yeah.
How about it? What do you think? Saw a lot of people excited about a new character that we're going to meet with in a little bit more detail very, very soon. Saw a lot of comments about the music as well. Just can't go wrong.
Cannot go wrong with the Thundering Fortress music.
Everything's a hit when it comes to the music of this game. Let me give you a synopsis of Fatum Argentari. Dramatic voice. Hold on. Let me get into character. This is what rehearsal is for. I don't know why I keep talking about rehearsal today. It's weird. In ancient times, the reign of King Parsifal. In this world overflowing with magic, there exists an art known as alchemy. Its practitioners study day and night to unravel the mysteries of the universe. Yet they do not yet know the seed of calamity growing within. Calamity which only one brave young woman can stop.
Interesting.
And see.
We're bringing alchemy. That's pretty cool.
We have
that's pretty cool,
a
like,
little
I don't think we explored that aspect in the game yet.
Comment
like
from scenario writer and director Yuichiro Honda, who says about this upcoming chapter,
maybe we should get
the focus has finally turned
a giant
to
armor with
alchemy.
a little boy spirits in
Paid
it.
particular attention to the position of alchemy in the world of Another Eden,
maybe
and how to
Edward,
utilize that setting in the scenario.
Or his brother.
If the essence of alchemy
watched,
is, quote, an effort to bring the imperfect closer to the perfect, end quote, then surely it is not limited to visible matter. That said, I would like everyone to see with their own eyes what kind of stories the characters will transmute on this new stage.
I'm not saying we should be able to transmute some of
the material
so I
in the game into something else. This is the part of the stream that a lot of you want to get to most. If I were to take up any more of your time,
see, guys,
I can imagine that being
get ready. She seems interesting. She really seems interesting. Not my favorite character design, but her kit looks pretty fun to play.
Where were we? Right. Character introduction. We have a new character, and you have been
Alphonse
chanting her name in the chat. That's the name of the two characters in the young alchemist dreams of gold. Alma,
Full Metal Alchemist,
voiced by Grace Hogg
I'm
Robinson.
breathing my coffee.
Alma is a young alchemist. The gun-like weapon she holds is actually an alchemical tool. A proven talent and a rising star of the Alchemists Guild, and already a holder of the prestigious Argentum rank. She can be sharp with her words, but she never means to hurt people. She deeply respects the guild's chief alchemist. Didn't rehearse this one. Paracelsus, who raised her and taught her alchemy.
Yeah.
What do you
Look
think?
at that
Thoughts?
new design,
How,
guys.
what do you think of the
yeah.
art?
Look, I tell you, Iris, it's a JRPG.
I see a lot
like,
of.
she
I
looks
see
cool.
a lot of Alma.
Maybe like maybe a little bit of like Secret of
people
Mana
yelling
vibe,
Alma.
which I think
Parcellus.
the WFC studio
Parcellus?
worked on
Is
the
that-
other mobile game. Anyway,
Is that,
looks pretty cool. Just not my
thank you for
style.
that.
I really love the stars into her cape. Her hat on her head is not on a proper layer.
Well-
I think they kind of messed that up, but I'm not gonna speak too much about it.
An image is great.
As soon as you see, you cannot
this
unsee
art
it.
is beautiful, and
yeah,
it's
love the
it's,
art. Like I
it's
said, not for me.
very
cutesy,
interesting
but
to
still.
look at. But what might be a little bit more interesting is another video. So let me show you another
Oh,
video.
guys, pay
video
attention.
to
There's like
further
2 new cats in
introduce-
that videos, and
Oh.
one of them has no head. But the pink cat looks adorable.
Watch this. I'll show you real alchemy.
She sounds like she's from Xenoblade 3.
Leave it to me to find their weakness. There.
Yeah, Lunatic Plus, keep an eye on that. Turns at the end of turn.
How's that?
I actually like that. I do wish this was a passive ability, the fact that she can read enemies' HP.
Sublimate.
But still, it's gonna be really fun to do
See?
that on every
Just as good
enemy
as
in the
magic.
game.
Another Eden. The cat beyond time and space. Wanderer in the vortex. Fatum Argentari.
What do you think? We're gonna go take a look and read a little bit more about some of the special skills and attacks that you just saw.
Look at that.
So first of all, she could deploy the
so
new
crazy.
zone crystalline stance, which boosts crystal type with a valor chant. Brain record stacks scope on foes and changes her attack type to her enemy's weak point. And when not in another force, she could see the stats of a single enemy.
That's gonna be really good.
Then we have Crystal Fragger. Deals crystal type piercing attack twice, XL, to all enemies, and its strength is doubled against weak points. It is also 10 times stronger against enemies with scope, so 20 times stronger in combination with Brain Record.
She's gonna be able to pull some
And
crazy
Ether
digit numbers,
Alchemia.
guys.
Deals crystal type power dependent magic attack to a single enemy, XL, and inflicts poison for 3 turns. And Barrier Pierce. Strength is increased by 15 times if she is in trance with Lunatic Plus. Lunatic Plus can be activated again with Elixir Ray. In addition, it recovers 50% of hit points and magic points. So she can do. She is great for marathons. If you're in it for a long
Because
haul.
yeah, like he said, I don't know if you
She
caught
can-
all of that,
she
but
can
yeah,
keep
that
going.
that
She's
last
got a lot
move
of
is
endurance.
pretty good for like a long fight. Which I do hope they bring at some point in this game.
Now, for
'cause
everybody's favorite
otherwise
segment, Backy's
can
battle tips.
mostly,
Backy
like,
has some battle
brute
tips
force
for
everything
how
if they
you
don't have
can
HP
best
stopper.
utilize Alma
So
in
maybe they're gonna
your
change
fights.
that
First,
a little bit and
Alma's
make
character
that fight
performance.
last longer.
Currently, the only user of a unique new zone, Crystalline Stance. She is a transformative attacker who can always hit the enemy's weak point if it has one. She has a skill that allows her to change her attack type to the enemy's weak point. Her piercing type skills, as well as her power-dependent magic attack skills, all have high firepower, making her a very versatile player. She is an attacker who can boost herself explosively by using Crystalline Stance, Lunatic Plus, Trance, and Scope, etc. So all that stuff adds up and contributes to the party with a very high damage output. Number 2. Almost performance as an attacker. So choose from activating Lunatic Plus, or stacking Scope, or deploying Crystalline Stance as a reserve party member, etc. On the first turn, depending on the situation. So Lunatic Plus will put her in a trance and grants her Mind's Eye at the end of the turn. When in trance, power and intelligence and speed are increased by 50, and physical and magic attacks deal guaranteed criticals. If you attack with Ether Alchemia, use it when in trance. And if you attack with Crystal Fragger, stack Scope and attack the weak point. With me so far? I'll pause here in case you want to, save
just
these
think that
strategies
scope
for
should
later.
have been like a default
I'll give you a
thing
nice
in the game, or
screenshot,
at least like a default
where
skill
you can
that
pause.
she
Hold on.
has, not an actual like thing tied to a button. But still, I mean, it's
There
pretty
you go.
good. It's a good mechanic. I just think that should have been like
Feel
added
free
as a
to
default on that character, kind of like
after the stream is over,
characters
go
that
back,
go in
pause
with
that,
zones.
take a screenshot. You'll have.
But
you'll
still,
have,
I'm gonna
that
try to roll
strategy
for her.
there.
I have a lot of stone.
Uh,
I'm gonna try to roll for her. Maybe I'll get it for my
use
birthday. That'd be
Lunatic
great.
Plus to be in trance, or use Brain Record to stack Scope for the first move, depending on the enemy. Not done. Third battle tip: party formation. Very important. I
I'm gonna move my
recommend a
camera,
party
guys, so
formation.
you guys can
I
read,
mean,
actually.
a party formation with crystal piercing type characters to boost Alma, but you can also attack widely without limiting types. A couple characters that would work well
There you
with
go,
Alma:
right here.
Red-clad Flamemancer, buff, debuff, and crystal type attack. Jet Tactician Shion can switch with weak points and resistances. Violet Lancer, shadow and piercing type attacker, which is same as Alma. Eva, because of course Eva. Crystal type
'Cause of
buff
course
and
Eva,
crystal
right?
type attack. And Eva AS boosts attackers' stats significantly. The best thing about crystal type is that it's versatile.
I don't think
So
there's
what do you
another
think?
enemy
That's
that resists crystal
Alma
type, so that's gonna be
coming
great to have
very,
a
very
crystal type
soon.
team with a zone.
Thoughts about Alma? I gotta say, I'm very excited about Alma. I just started actually a new TTRPG with a few friends of mine this past week, and
So yeah, I'm excited
I've
about her.
been
Like I
making
said,
my
not my favorite
character
character
for a
design,
while
but
now,
her
and
voice
my
seems cute.
character
She's
is actually
British,
an
so a lot of
alchemist tinkerer.
Xenoblade 3 flashback.
So
Um,
I'm getting
which I've
really
been playing
getting
with Silver.
into the alchemist
Yeah.
tinkerer type, and it's cool to see
I'm the girl with the gall.
character in Another Eden come out with that kind of skill set. Well, this isn't the only. This is not the only character
new
we have to
characters.
show you today. We have another character to show
Yay.
you today. Not a new character, but a new style
New style, yeah.
character. It is
Lele.
another style, Lele, voiced by Katie Lyons. A.S. Lele, a lively young witch who never sits still, the granddaughter of a great mage. It's clear to see that this apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. However, she still hasn't seen much of the world, so her grandfather sent her out to learn more about it.
She reminds me of the witch from Berserk with the giant hat.
We can take a
which is
look
great.
at. You can see a comparison here.
Cute, yeah.
between
Once again, cute
her
little
normal
outfit.
style and
Reminds
her
me of
another
Atelier
style.
Iris's art
Really,
direction.
like a lot of the
cute. Not my preferred style,
similar kinds
but
of garments,
pretty
but
cute.
a drastic
Pretty
color
nice.
switch, almost an inverse of what she had.
It's kind of cool that they're bringing another style to other characters too. So, her kid is pretty good. Her kid's pretty good. My comment is right there, you guys, in case you guys missed it. Yeah, her kit is pretty good. Which is neat. I mean, upgrading
So
old
Lele
characters
is a
to AS is
genuine
always
magic
fun.
attacker. Her skill, Time to Try, restores 100% of her own hit points and magic points when transforming into miracle form. And after the transformation, she consumes 10% per move, but her intelligence and spirit are increased by 250, and her skill strength is increased by 1.5 times. She can transform multiple times. A Stream Glare, this is not me glaring into the camera on a stream. This is a skill of hers. Stream Glare consumes 10% of current magic points and deals water magic attack XL to all enemies. The more MP it consumes, the higher strength it has. When in miracle form, strength is increased by ignoring defense plus guaranteed critical. If you combine it with miracle form to create a cycle of attack and restore, you can continuously output high damage. That's a match for tough foes. So you can see
pretty
how
good.
this complements Alma very well. These high endurance units. Tribute
I'm with you,
has
Ken Russell.
twice
We need
the
more
strength
husband.
of an ally's previous magic attack and changes to the same type. So when combined with a high magic attack character, such... I should probably not put my hand between my mouth and my microphone. Such as Alma, she can deal non-water type magic attack with twice the strength.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. Seems like, you know, it's not... Seems
Backy,
like she actually
help
is
us
going
out.
to be
You're
part
our
of
only
some
hope.
fight, unlike other
Here are
characters.
some
That's something they
Backy's
bring to
battle
AS
tips
and
for
they're
Layla.
kind of cool, but they're not...
To take advantage of tribute, bring
they're
a magic
not
attacker
a big part of like a new
so that
team,
you
which is
can
cool.
attack with them and Lele together. The magic attacker should preferably be a character with high single-shot firepower. Since she has ways to boost her stats and skills by herself, and since tribute can change its type, Lele makes a powerful follow-up attacker without being limited to water.
So I guess those...
If you want to take advantage of Stream Glare, equipment, and Grostas that increase max magic points...
So I guess those Grostas add on that are like, oh, more MP... You get more MP minus like 50% speed or whatever. These are going to get useful for that, for her character.
Next, Backy.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm sure people are going to do some crazy stuff with her.
Form. Consider a party formation that can cover for her weaknesses in that form, or one that further boosts Lele herself. For example, Radius AS can easily follow up with Chivalry if Zone is deployed. She can also heal her allies.
My goat.
Rosetta and Mariel, whose personalities are Cat Lover and Staff equipped, go well with her for Grosta purposes. And Flam Lepus and Alma have high magic attacks, so they also go well with AS Lele. How are we doing so far?
It's pretty nice. Like I said, not visually not my favorite type of characters, but
my shirt matches
her
the
kit
cat.
seems interesting. Also, that pink cat with the mustache, must get it. I must get the cat.
Scott gonna hit us with the Stream Glare. Hold on.
So yeah, a lot of cool magic stuff lately, which is nice. I do feel like magic is a little bit overpowered in this game. You can do crazy stuff with magic. So maybe the next character we can get will be more physical. Maybe they could do physical stuff. I do wish. Yeah.
Was that rehearsed?
Physical stuff would be kind of cool.
Who's to say?
More physical.
Did we do that in rehearsal? I don't know. Why do I keep talking about rehearsal like it's some kind of inside joke?
Still
I don't know that either.
Still excited, guys, for that.
Let's talk about some key points of the story.
All right, that's gonna be interesting too.
So, alchemy and another Eden. The Fatum Argentari takes place in the Tower Argentari, a guild that explores alchemy, which has only been mentioned in some character quests and episodes.
I don't recall that,
in ancient times, magic and alchemy were in conflict with each other. The main characters, Alma, is an alchemist, and Lele is a wizard. So you can see that they're setting up a little bit of tension here. Keep an eye on the relationship between these two.
That's what I like. More of this, Scott.
I just mentioned
more of this,
that this takes place in the Tower Argentari.
Intertwined with each other, with characters that interact.
Let me take a little look at the Tower Argentari.
Ooh.
That looks to me
looks cute. Looks pretty nice.
A tower where you'd find a lot of alchemical thingamajiggers.
Looks sweet. Maybe they could have added a little mechanics where you actually do alchemy potions that gives you buffs
some
that
other
are time
cool
based.
stuff. Story element, alchemy. In the Tower Argentari, the story progresses through the use of alchemy.
I'm gonna shut my mouth
because
I haven't watched this yet. That's the part where I was away.
Various alchemic items to conquer the dungeon, and unexpected items related to alchemy may come into play.
Ooh.
So obviously these screenshots are from the Japanese build in development. Your versions may vary.
That's interesting. That is interesting.
If you want to play, just gotta remember to clear main story chapter 22. And that's it. You don't have to clear the last chapter that was released, because as we said before, these Wanderer in the Vortex chapters can be done, at least 1 through 3 can be done in any order. So if you haven't done the first
which
one,
are nice
don't
little
worry,
like side contained story. I like that.
Would it be weird if I showed you another video at this point?
No, come on,
I've showed
Scott.
you a lot of videos at this point.
It's early in the morning. I need something that moves.
Here's we showed you the opening video for Fatum Argentari. Let's see one with a little bit more gameplay.
All right.
With alchemy, there's nothing you can't make. It's magical, but in a different kind of way. I'm going to be one of the greats someday. Just
just like Master Paracelsus. Or, at least, that was the plan.
I saw a lot of hands. I got some Elder Ring flashback there.
Fatum Argentari. If you can't make it alone, we'll make it together.
I'm gonna enjoy this episode. Silver might enjoy it a little bit more. It has more of a Harry Potter vibe. So that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool.
Very brief, because obviously we don't want to give too many spoilers away from the actual story, but I hope you're excited for this new story. I definitely am. Let's recap. September 9th, in the update, there will be the Apocrypha chapter, Wanderer in the Vortex, Fatum Argentari.
I'm excited for this.
New characters, Alma and another style Lele. We'll have some encounters for Ally Encounter Alma through October 9th, 2:59 p.m. UTC, and then a 2x max Fateful Encounter until October 9th. Please note that another style Lele is scheduled for the next update after the September 9 update. So in the September 9 update, we'll be getting the new character Alma, and then another style Lele will be coming in the next update after that. And we'll have a sale on Chrono Stones, 2,000 and 4,000 stones, one time each until September 21st. So take advantage of that.
Take advantage, guys. Please support the game. The game needs it.
How do we feel?
Sure
That does it. That does it for the
Come on.
news.
If you have the extra money, support it. It's worth it.
Headset went out there. That does it for the news, but not for the stream. We've got.
Guys, now this is a fun stuff. I actually like this.
One more segment for you.
Yeah, Dream Team. I'm
it is
sad
time
it's going away
for the third and final round of Dream.
I'm a little bit
Team.
sad for that, but yeah.
Now, if you have been following along, you already know the rules, but just in case you don't, here is, or in case you've forgotten, here's a little bit of a refresher. Our contestants have submitted parties of 4 different themes, which I have given them. You vote on the best party that matches the theme, or just the one you like the most. I mean,
I know.
Don't control
All right,
you.
I know this
It's
is
your choice.
This is way above like
Submissions
Scott
are anonymous and have been collected
It would have been
in
kind
advance.
of fun that if the Dream
identity
Team
of the contestants behind
winner
each submission will be revealed after
of each round, or at
voting
least
is
maybe the
complete.
winner of this,
And the contestants who submit the winning party in this
like been
final
added to the,
championship round will get
and again, that would be kind of fun. I know it would take a lot of work
each time
to translate
and whoever has the
everything.
most votes at the end,
But it would have been kind of
will
cool.
win.
Sorry,
So
thing
once
fell
again,
off.
I think you know our contestants, but just in case you need a refresher, or in case this is your first time seeing Dream Team, we've got Baki of Baki Battle Tips fame, member of the global version dev team and MC of the Japanese community, live stream, born and raised in Japan, never left the country. He's been with Right Flyer Studios for 1.5 years and enjoys karaoke, manga, and darts. Baki, I kind of feeling like this is a little bit of a one-way conversation here, but just want to throw it out there, you know, just in case you're watching, I know you are, that the invitation for karaoke still stands.
Come on, Becky.
I wait your response.
Scott seems lonely. Come on, Becky. Come on.
Next, we have
I'll pay for you guys.
producer of the
Send me the
global
bill. I'll pay
version
for you guys to
from
do
Team
karaoke.
Japan, lived in New York from ages 3 to 7, and he's been with Right Flyer Studios for 3.5 years. He enjoys gaming, traveling, and making plastic models in garage kits. And then we have Justin, localization manager from Memphis, Tennessee. Been with Right Flyer Studios for 3 years, and sometimes eats popcorn for breakfast. I asked people what they wanted you all to know about them, and that is the detail that I got from Justin.
Sometimes he eats popcorn for breakfast.
Just to give a little bit of a reminder of where we currently stand at this point, we have Baki with 0, unable to get a point thus far. Koike with 3, Justin with 5.
I work with you, Becky. I tried voting for the exact same thing as you. You and I are in the same
There's
mind, but for some reason,
4 rounds today,
votes for
and every
you.
round is worth 2 points. So there is a scenario where, for example, Baki could win 3 rounds, Koike wins 1, and Baki still wins. It's a bit of a stretch. It would be quite a miracle for him to do that, but who knows? It's anybody's game. Justin has a comfortable lead right now. Wouldn't take much to put him over the top, and Koike has a bit more of a challenge to take the lead. Not quite as much of a challenge as Baki though. Can he make a? Has anybody already made this joke? Let's see. Can he make a comebacky?
Love it.
Stream glare.
Ooh, spooky. All right. Let's
okay.
see what are the themes,
So,
guys. Let's see what are the themes.
Here we go.
I actually love that game. Detective
so in
novel.
this first round, we this is similar to in previous rounds when we asked them to create movies that were like romantic comedies. This one we asked them to make a detective novel. Give the cast of characters for a detective novel. So here are our cast of characters. We've got some roles and we've got some titles of these books. First, the first book is called The Cats of Yunagan.
I voted for number 2, guys. Once again, I had to leave at some point, but I voted for number 2.
The Cats of Yunagan,
just because
the
I feel
main
like
suspect
seems
in
like
the
an
case
interesting
has an alibi,
detective novel.
which means the true
they got
culprit
cursed by
must be
alchemy or
some
something.
kind of trick.
Or something
Detective
like
Rovella,
that. Or
who
something
leads
like
police,
that. First one
mutters under his
also
breath.
seems interesting with
Yes,
Xavier,
we have no choice.
Silver's favorite old man
Need his
with the
help this
mustache.
time.
Yeah.
Our cast.
Third one seems
Zilva
fun
in the role
too.
of the
Just I don't know.
detective.
I got
with the
nothing on this
sidekick,
one, so
Suzette.
I would have voted
Then
for
we have
like
the police
I voted for
detective
2,
Rovella
but one or two seems
Clark
actually
playing
fun.
the nemesis.
Especially with like Wolvera, I think.
Then we have
That's how you
Morgana
pronounce his name,
and
if I recall.
Toad.
Like he's always
That's the
showing
name
up
there.
in the game,
Morgana
being
and
like
Toad,
super like
the lost and found lily pad.
OP and like super like suspicious.
Morgana and Cyrus were just about to hang
Cute,
up
I'm, like,
their
super
caps
badass.
and lock the
And then he
doors
just
to
flies
the 10
away,
Lives
so.
Detective Agency for good. When a familiar froggy
See, right there,
face
number 2 for
barges in.
me.
Governor, someone's stolen my mom's lily pad, and we don't know why. You've got to help us. Cyrus looks to Morgana for help, but Morgana quickly reminds him he doesn't do marsh cases. Knowing he might have to do this last case alone, Cyrus turns to the young tadpole and asks, if that's the
Seems
case,
like a lot of people like
then
Sylvia and
whose lily
Suzette
pad is it
together,
that you have
which
there?
yeah,
She
I like
responds,
Sylvia. He needs
well, it's me mum's,
he needs
Governor.
an ass.
It was me who stole it, you see. If the thief herself doesn't know who stole it, who does? Is it a case of missing memories, or are there more Machiavellian machinations at work? Could it be related to our hero's imminent retirement? Find out the answers to those questions and more as our heroes go chasing for clues from the man-eating marshes to the chambers of King Miglance himself in this final riveting chapter of the Morgana and Toad series. Do I have a script? No, I'm making this entirely off the top of my head as I look down at the bottom of my computer screen. No, I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. Yes, I do have a script. Number 3,
Crime thing
the
and
tragedy of the missing manju.
Right, it's a good point.
Lingley's specialty mocha-shaped steam buns, which she's made especially for Lily, were eaten by someone while Lingley was resting. That's the full. We have a little bit more story morsels. Get it? Morsels, manju. In our cast breakdown, we have our first alleged victim, Lingley, and our second alleged victim, Lily. Suspect number 1, Pry, the first person to report the missing manju, and the most suspicious. Suspect number 3, Nagi, who similarly, subject. We skipped over suspect number 2, Tsubame, who probably has nothing to do with it, but was nearby when it happened.
Tsubame has it.
And suspect number 3, Nagi, who similarly is probably unrelated, but was nearby when the event took place. And suspect number 4, Flam Lepus, who again, probably unrelated, but was nearby for no reason.
Well, yeah, I
right,
voted for number
so
2 just because
those
Cyrus
are
and
our
Morgana,
choices.
animal power. I don't
Let's
like. I
start
feel
the
like it would
poll
be a
here.
good team up. I feel like it would be a good team up. But yeah.
Detective novel 1, 2, and
Number 1 also would have been like my second vote. Sylvia needs all the love, man. He needs all the love.
poll is live, folks.
And number 3 seems. It's not bad. It's not bad. There's like Tsubame, my favorite character. There's Familipis up there too. It's just that I don't know. Like I don't feel it. I really don't feel it. Like a Sherlock Holmes kind of like detective novel. Morgana and Cyrus would be kind of cool.
For right now.
Yeah.
3 is our top choice at this moment. At 47%. Let me open this up.
To be fair, for like the first one, I feel more like a SWAT vibe.
Number 3 has got quite
maybe.
a bit of a lead here. We've got 26% for number 1, 29% for 27% now for number 1, 29% for number 2.
Sorry about the noise, guys.
44% for number 3.
Street cleaner.
So once again,
and my windows are open,
1. Let's see. Number 1 is the Cats of Unigan. Number 2 is Morgana and Toad, the Lost and Found lily pad.
Morgana and Toad, the Lost and Found lily pad.
Number 3
is my vote.
Tragedy of
I'm
the
voting
Missing
for it.
Monju.
I don't think it's winning. I don't remember, even though it was like an hour away. But I don't remember.
We will close the voting when it hits 2 minutes. It says it's been live for 1 minute as of right now.
Yeah, so I got nothing to say. That's it. That's just it. Like number 2 seems just more funny, more fun.
With 85
I got some Redwall vibes
tallied,
out of it. That's like an old reference.
Like number 3 is gonna take this.
Number 2. I really wish number 2 would have won.
So what? People who voted for number 3. Why? What are your reasonings? We got 1, Thilly Lily and Pry equals funny story. Someone else said anything with Thilly Lily is going to be interesting.
I don't know. I know
some
a lot
people
of people
are trying
like her.
to metagame
She
here,
does nothing for me.
Could just pick
she does
who
nothing
they think,
for me, Thilly Lily.
Has written these.
Come on, guys.
Chaos.
Talk more about Sylvia. Number 1. Number 1, Sylvia. Come on.
All right. 2 minutes have passed. 90 votes. The votes are in.
What do we got?
That poll.
I really don't remember I really don't remember who wins each round.
There we go. So
I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep, guys.
Votes tallied. Number 3 has 40% of the votes. Pretty decisive win for number 3. And number 3.
Oh, number 3
Koike.
won. Really, people? All right.
So what does that mean?
Means that Baki
Koike had, I believe,
it's not
3.
going well for Baki, actually. It's not going well for Baki.
Koike had 3. That was worth 2 points. Koike now has 5. And Justin has 5.
All right.
But you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. Baki's still in it. Even after losing this first round, he's still in the game. He just has to sweep the rest of the rounds.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Remember, all of these rounds are worth 2 points now. So it's tied up. Koike and Justin at 5 apiece.
Let's go back.
Now our next
influencer. All right, I was
next
really
round
away for this
influencers.
One. Influencers.
Contestants were asked to tell us who they think would either make for very successful social media influencers or would have interesting
I really hope
channels.
they put some guy in there as a joke.
Some people
some
people went a route of choosing all different people who would all be successful in their own rights. Some people thought about a team of people who would contribute to one channel. These are the social media influencers.
That one is an interesting topic, actually.
World.
I actually like those.
Here we go.
Oh.
So
okay.
In the number 1 spot, we have
my girl is the number 2.
These are all descriptions given to me by the contestants. We have a group of girl influencers who are all about sweets, fashion, and sometimes love. In the number 2 spot, we have a cooking channel run by Fine that features a hungry cast of food critics. And finally, last but not least, in the number 3 spot, we have a few different things going on here. We've got Tiramisu and Pizzica, who are all about sweets all the time. Starkey, who may not have a very interesting Twitter, but your parents share all sorts of Starkey memes on Facebook, and you know this is true. May runs a YouTube channel where she makes historic weapons, and Victor and Suzette are the king and queen of low-effort memery. So, let's run the poll.
All right.
Influencers.
I probably would, like, number 2. I would probably see them like, you know, those like.
2.
I mean, they're mostly popular in Asian, but they're just like people eating like
3.
giant feast. That would probably be number 2. Something interesting with like that cast of characters.
All right, the poll
Since
is
Tsubame
now
eats all the time,
live.
Maggie also likes eating.
And once
and
the poll
Flamelipis
has hit
also,
the 2
you
minute
just have
mark,
Fina just like
we
cooking
will
like home cooked meals. Like,
close
hey
it.
guys, I made this, and they just like taste it. That'd be kind of cool, and they could
So
probably
far-
like roast people, kind of like Uncle Roger. That'd be nice.
Ooh, looks like 1 and 2
Number
are
1,
neck and neck. 2
I kind of like
just
see it more not
barely
just like sweet lovers, but they just like talk about relationship
a
and
lead.
just like stuff in general. Bianca's look is something feisty there. Yeah. Number 3 also. Yeah, number 3 doesn't do it for me.
Absolute Chrono,
Yeah.
just to
my
clarify,
vote would probably
Baki
go
is
for
not
number
out
2
of
for
this.
Tsubame AS.
He could, if he wins the next
Yeah.
3 rounds in
My
a row,
vote is again for number 2
could
Tsubame
come
AS,
back.
guys. She's the best character.
it's not impossible.
Yeah. And then number 1
I'm
also
trying
would be.
to trying to look
would
at the
have-
little
maybe number
preview
1
of
also
the
would
next
be great
slide
for
to
fashion.
try to remember who
Just like different
who
type of
submitted
fashion
what
and just like
and
talking
who's
about
currently in
fashion.
the lead. But it's still anybody's game. That's the point here. And speaking of it being anybody's game, it's pretty close between 1 and 2 at 33 and 39%. 2 is starting to pull away with the
I
Fine
need to
cooking
get that
channel.
Suzette, by the way. She's missing from my party. I don't really see her in the meta or any like high level bosses, so I don't know if she's good or not. But it doesn't matter. It's Suzette. Also must get all the characters in this game, so must get everybody. Bianca, I need. Man, she's looking
Got
at me. I need to do a
93
request
votes
too.
in so far.
So many characters.
Once
so little time.
it's hit the 2-minute mark, once I see that it's hit the 2-minute mark, we're going to move on and tally the point. Once again, Baki has to win. Oh, number 1 just pulled ahead with 40% of the vote now. Interesting. We haven't had a neck and neck like this and a comeback for one of these in a long time. 100 votes at 2 minutes. I'm gonna send this, because this is so close. I'm gonna send this one to overtime.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna go to 3 minutes. You guys make your cases in the chat.
Yeah. So
why
yeah,
people
number
should
2.
vote for your
I'm voting for
choice.
number 2, man. Fini makes food, and then everyone else eats it, and then or they could just like roast other people's YouTube channel, like Uncle
Right
Roger.
now, number 1 is starting to
yeah,
take
they
a
just
commanding
eat. They
lead
just
with
eat.
41% of the vote. Number 2 with 35%. Number 3 with 24%.
Yeah.
We're in overtime
I got nothing
now.
else to say. That's like my final answer.
Not
Number
getting
2.
a lot more votes though. If we get
Number 2, just because
get-
food is great, and I like food.
Oh,
Number
okay.
1
Here-
also
here
would
they
have
come.
been. Number 1 also would have
107.
been nice as like a fashion kind
we're
of
at 40 and
influencer. You
36.
just
It's
like
still
go around the
anybody.
city and like take pretty pictures
Oh, no,
of
one is
them.
pulling away.
know.
Let's see. Let's read some of the arguments for each one.
You know the kind. You exactly know the kind. Yep.
2 army gather and vote.
Third one would be interesting too. I don't know. It just doesn't really do it for me. Once I still need to do Victor's quests.
What are
yeah.
your reasons?
Starkey would have been
choosing?
fun.
Let's see.
He seems fun to hang out
Vote
with.
Chrono Cross.
Tiramisu need to
Fine.
do a request again. Suzette kind of make me want to vote for number 3, but not that much.
This is rigged. How dare you?
So yeah, good topic. 1 or 2.
Quantity over
I'm gonna
quality.
vote final vote for 2, just because of food. Just because of food.
Tiramisu, enough said. All right. We've just had about 5 votes in the last minute, so I think that's going to wrap it up in 5. Closing in 5, 4, 3.
Number 2, please. Number 2. Is number 2 gonna win?
All right. With 40% of the vote,
Boo me.
but in a much closer competition this time. Number 1 takes it. Who was number 1?
Number one. Oh, number one takes it. Ah,
Number one
Becky, I
was
support you.
Koike-san. You know, you almost had it, Becky. You almost had it. You were leading. You were leading for that round, for most of that round. And then the chat just decided to up and turn against you.
Oh man, poor Becky.
And take it away from you. And that is exactly what happened today. So with that, Becky is, unfortunately, I am sorry to say, eliminated from contention for the championship of Dream Team 2022. And not only that, but Koike has now overtaken Justin for the lead.
You're all thirsty for waifus? Yes, yes, I am.
Oh, this is great to see. To remind everybody of the scores here now. With that, these are all worth 2 points. So Koike now has 7, and Becky has 0.
Aww.
Justin has
if I recall
5.
correctly,
now,
I did vote for a lot for Becky.
Can Becky get a single point here, or 2 points now because it's a championship round, or will he go the entire 3 rounds without one? We've got 2 more rounds to find
Idols.
that out.
Ooh, I was
a little
asking
bit
why
of the same,
this categories never showed up. Pop
not
Idols, aka
vain,
K-pop.
but
I'm gonna add the
arena
aka K-pop.
as influencers, we have pop idols.
Server's been sending a
These are
lot of
music
K-pop, so
groups
that's why.
for
Pop Idols, K-pop,
that,
same thing.
that people are putting together. You're gonna pick your people were asked to put together a band or a pop idol group, and here they are.
I think I voted for 1 on this one because I think that's why I got back. But number 1,
Take a quick
number 1 is
look,
pretty good. You
scan
got
up
the
them
pretty
now. While
boy,
you're
the
doing
funny
that,
guy,
I'll
the
introduce
serious
you to the
type,
bands.
the
In
pirate
the number
for some
1
reason.
spot is the Cat Street Boys.
Number
That's
2,
right. Cat Street's
yeah,
back.
just
All
because single.
Simply a selection for
Single
an
pop
album
idol,
that was
cute.
Inspired, says the contributor.
I got nothing else to say. Number 3 is
Number
also
2, we
number 2 is
have
also interesting.
Ciel on Ciel.
Number 3
one,
is also interesting.
Gotta say, this
with,
one, the contestant
A1,
took a
AS.
little bit of liberty
Milena,
with a
who's also
photo
pretty
editing
cool.
software in order to make this happen.
Clark,
You can't do this
AS2,
in the game,
and,
obviously. But
I voted for number 1, I believe.
There's your number 2.
Number 2 is a trap.
And number 3, the group name is Space Time Trader. Now, number 3 is actually the only one that is a band with instruments. So to tell you everybody's role here, Nona is on the vocals, Claude is on the guitar,
it's Claude,
Lena
not
on
Clark.
bass, and Ewan on drums. Okay. Now,
Is that Ewan? Is that how you say it? I thought it was A1. Ewan. Oh, well.
putting up the
The
poll.
more you know.
1, 2,
Yeah, the first
3.
one I see it kind of like a Backstreet Boy type, like a super like pop idol, like super like pop star band.
All right,
They all have
and
this
the
like
poll
distinct
is
personality.
now
Treated
live.
like one dimension. You got the pretty boy, the funny one, the serious one.
While you're voting, make sure
I got
you
nothing for you
put
to
your
take
reason
out with
in
the
chat.
long
Give your
hair.
best argument for why
Yeah,
other
I don't
people
know.
should vote
Uh,
for
Number
your
2,
choice.
Ciel. If you like Ciel.
And I'll read.
Oh, it's not
some
Ciel.
of
Is it? Yeah, no, it's Ciel. Yeah, it's Ciel. Yeah, it's Ciel. Wow,
You know,
I really
you
need my coffee
all
this morning.
keep guessing who is
And then number 3.
who is
I
which
voted for
one.
number 1. Backstreet Boy, guys.
Let's see.
Backstreet Boy.
Number 1, because it has Garambarel. A lot of people think that Baki is number 3.
Number
Let's
1 is all about
see.
abs.
Justice for Husbandos. Go for number 1.
I voted for number 1.
CL is OP. Vote
Easy
number
though.
2 because
Easy.
CL is best boy.
Easy OP. Maybe back in the
For
day.
the meme.
It's a sausage fest.
Didn't realize that Hard Daddy was in number 1. Would have picked that.
Hardy looks good. I need. I need.
not heard that
so many
nickname.
characters in this game. I need to do the quest with Silver. Hardy looks good.
Speaking of, number 2 is in the lead with
Oh.
a pretty convincing lead at this point. 109 votes.
Is it
are
like
in.
one CL? That's the pop idol as like a single idol, kind of like in K-pop, or just a bunch of clones? That is a good question, right? I'm voting for number 1 again. I said it.
Not long now. We're gonna close this one up at the 2-minute mark because we've already got 112 votes in.
Yeah, this is a girl if you
And
try
number
hard
2 has a
enough.
pretty solid.
Hard Daddy
lead.
sounds illegal. It is true.
Dance, Scott, dance.
No one is singing in number 1. They're just all eye candy.
Except for silly comedy videos. All right, there we go. 2 minutes have passed. Let's end the poll. 2 minutes have passed, and number 2 is exactly what you have chosen there. Ciel on Ciel. And let us figure out who's
CL
behind.
from 21.
Ciel
Shout out
on
to
Ciel.
21.
That's right. Some of you guessed correctly. Justin is the manager of that band. Now,
Still, my vote would have been for
this
Koki,
makes
so.
things a little bit interesting. We've got both Koike and Justin tied at 7 points apiece, with Baki at 0, going into the 4th and final round of this
Poor
game.
Baki.
Now, but if somebody between Justin and Koike win, they are going to become the champion of Dream Team 2022. Although if Baki is able to win for the first time in 12 complete rounds,
That's so
he
sad.
will spoil my game and we'll end up in a tie, and then I won't be able to show my last slide with a winner being announced, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, quite honestly. So here we go. Number 4, round number 4 is
Camping trip. All right.
This is a group where
Oh
you
yeah.
would like to you think would be best to go on a camping trip with, either because they're very useful to you or you think they'd be entertaining. It's just, if you're going on a camping trip over the weekend, who do you want to go with? All right? And here we are.
I'm surprised there's no Benedict.
Here
since
are
he has a
our
giant accident
choices.
in a lumberjack, which you
First,
kind of want to do.
we've got
having a
Aldo,
camping trip.
Cress, Serge, and Victor, who are all adventurers. So camping is definitely something that they can handle. If the knowledgeable Curio is included, it will be like having the power of 100 people. It might be more comfortable than living normally.
Number
You can hear
one
stories of various
seems like they will
adventures
go
every
camping,
night.
but they're gonna get distracted
Number
by
2,
like the main quest and just not.
honestly,
camp,
was
so.
just going to put Lokito here because it's Lokito, but then realized you need a guy to be the first to say, "Hey, did you hear that?"
You also
and
need
the
him
obvious
because
answer was Aldo.
you want a beast man so you can speak
And
to
number
animal.
3, the person said, "This was just what happened when I followed my heart."
Number three is the OG like adventurer camping trip people. So yeah, I voted for number 3 just because
put it to a poll.
It's the OG Baroque
Camping
gang
trip,
with a tree. So you got everything.
1,
You got everything.
2, or 3. Our final poll for Dream
Voted
Team
for number
is
3.
now live.
The Rookie
If
Gang
we are
for the
within
win,
5%
which was an
when the
amazing
2-minute mark
episode.
has passed, we will send it to overtime or extra time, depending on what your sport of choice is. Oh, wow. We've got 3 really took off here. 73% for number 3. Can I hold on? I want to know from you all. Why number 3? Why are we so
the Rookie Gang? They're all childhood friends. They all go
3.
camping anyway.
A lot of fans of the Baruoki kids. Team Baruoki, Memories, Baruoki Gang, Twiggy. Childhood people.
Yeah, Twiggy.
Well, a lot of people love the Baruoki Gang. I gotta say, this is a bit of a surprise. I thought it would be closer here.
Nope.
Like I said, if we're within 5%, we'll go to overtime. Doesn't look like we're going to be anywhere near 5% here.
I think it's a landslide. Twiggy. Yeah, Twiggy needs more love. Twiggy, Nopon. These are all good old school characters, but They all deserve the love.
So we've got still one caught up just a tick with 17%. I think we have a lot of Victor fans in the house, but I don't think anything is touching number with 110 votes in at this point. I don't think anything is going to touch 3.
Also, the Runes is in there, so I need to vote for him. Otherwise, Silver's gonna get upset.
There we go. 2 minutes have passed, and it's a landslide here. I'm going to end the poll. Poll complete with 116 votes. Number 3 is the winner with 69%.
69.
Of
Nice.
the votes. Now, I'll remind you before I reveal the winner here that Koike and Justin are currently tied with 7 points each. And then we've got Baki, who could play spoiler, mostly for me, if we're honest, to this whole thing if he wins this round. If you got a drum in front of you, give me a drum roll, please.
Little drum, guys. And
Let's
the winner
see
is
who wins round 4. It is with a deciding
Koike
victory.
win. Yay!
Koike-san. Koike
Landslide with
wins.
69.
Dream
Nice.
Team 2020.
Is that phone caught up again?
Oh, yes. Yes. we had a winner. It didn't end in a tie. Will, I hope you guys enjoyed Dream Team. It might be something that we bring back perhaps sometime next year. Perhaps we'll do a Dream Team 2023. But for now, congratulations to the producer of the global version of Another Eden, The Cat Beyond Time and Space, Koike-san, for winning.
Good
Dream
job.
Team
Good job. This was fun. This was fun. Cannot wait to see
then we've got runner-up
going to be the
Justin,
other little thing that he does. I proposed something
in third
the
place
chat.
with 0
that's coming
points
up
after
soon.
12 rounds. Baki. That is a statistical marvel, if I'm going to be honest.
The fact that Baki did not win once.
I
mean, it is.
I never
it is,
expected
it is.
even that he'd get nothing. But Baki, again, if we go to karaoke, I will give you some tips on how to connect with the audience. That's it. Thank you all so much. We'll probably do something. We can do some other kind of competition.
I mean, my idea
or have
is
some
gonna
other
be coming up
interactive
soon.
element.
My idea
we're
is
thinking
that
about
they should
some other fun
thing
things
as
that
the
we
vote.
can do
Except
for
that
our
they
Another Eden
play
Live
songs from the
programming.
game, and
So even though we're
the
not going to be
audience,
doing Dream
us,
Team next time,
needs
that
to-
doesn't
needs
mean
to
we're not going to
guess
be
where the
doing
music
other
is
fun
from.
things. We're going to be thinking about what we can do. If you have any,
which is
thing that
hard.
you'd like
a
to
little bit
see
harder,
us do,
actually.
please let us know in the chat. If there's any kind of programming you'd like to see during Another Eden Live, of course, aside from the news, which we bring to you each and every time, let us know.
That would be my thing. That would be my thing.
What do we have here? 0 points. Scott is bribing. I'm not bribing
yes,
anybody.
I don't think he's on my comment. Maybe he did, but yeah, that would be my thing.
Let's hang
actually.
out.
Guess the song from the game would be kind of fun. A little bit
Baki
hard.
versus Scott from the next.
Maybe with
See,
spoilers
that
at some
would be
point, but then
unfair
again, I don't
for
know.
me to participate in the Dream Team because I know which one is my submission, and I'm thinking I'm the one that's coming up with all
I still want to
the
do like a
themes.
cooking, kind of like reproduce cooking from the game, and then we send him pictures, and he
some
takes like the
kind
best
of
3. That
event.
would be kind of sweet. See, we could do a
Maybe
guess
the
the
real
song
name was
contest. That'd
Baki
be
we
great.
found along the way. Do we do Dream Team at the Japanese live shows? No, I don't. They do not do that on the Japanese live shows. Maybe they will in the future. We'll see.
Besides,
that's
I'm trying
gonna
to
do
think
it
what
for
else I
us,
could do, but that's pretty much it
with
for me.
this episode of Another Eden Live. Now, before I go, just a real quick note. Some of you, a very small group of you, did catch me during our rehearsal earlier today because I apparently forgot how stream keys work. And so we broadcast live, and some of you got notifications for what was supposed to be this stream, and was actually a rehearsal to test all the sound and everything. Apologies to everybody for changing up the link, and some of you had submitted some of you had submitted regret that you missed this blunder of mine, that you missed this incredibly humiliating and anxiety-inducing event. To you all, I would say subscribe and click the bell notification.
Do it,
because
guys.
if you
Please
do,
subscribe
you'll be notified
to
right
my
away
channel
if,
and to the other Eden
I
official
mess up
channel,
like this
guys.
again.
They
So
deserve
if you
all
wanna,
the love for the amazing work that
if you
they've
want to
been
have a
putting.
chance at seeing one of those again, please
It's one of the
subscribe,
few other
like
mobile
our
games
videos,
that
click on the bell
do like
notification. You will be
consistent
notified
updates like
of
this.
all of our
So yeah,
Another Eden
they deserve it.
videos.
They deserve it.
That said, thank you all once again so much for hanging out. It's always a pleasure. You guys are always super positive. Thank you everybody in the chat for playing Another Eden and for hanging out with me. And I look forward to the next Another Eden Live. I will see you next time. Bye bye.
All right, guys. What a beautiful place to stop that, guys. This concludes the update for Another Eden, guys. Yeah. So my thought about it a little bit. So the new episode looks really interesting. I really kind of like what they do with those like self-contained story. Especially since now they seems to understand that it's really fun to have like characters interact with each other, more than just having them randomly pop up. I keep saying that's what the game was needed. Personally, that's I like when my characters feel like they belong to the same world. I know other games with a giant other cast of characters suffer similar problems, and that's why that's why I don't really like them. I like when all my characters kind of like feel like they know and they're interact each other. Even sometimes when it's kind of weird, especially with the latest episode that I did with Olea and that other character Elga. But it doesn't matter. Like it's kind of cool when they do that, or when you see the characters in the real, like in the world, in the game. That's always fun. And they're kind of like doing that right now. And my thoughts of like the two new characters. I don't like. I mean, they have like more of like a fairy, more of like a kind of like whimsical look. Not my favorite look wise, but I think their kits are going to be interesting. And yeah, Lily looks fun. Probably gonna need to read a little bit more about her kit. She seems to be pretty strong, pretty strong, which is interesting. And yeah, the other one, the crystal seller is gonna be interesting too, because crystal there's no crystal zone. I don't think there's like a crystal zone setter in the game beside her. Oh no, there's also no crystal zone Grasta zone. Yeah, crystal zone Grasta. I keep repeating myself. So yeah, I think she's gonna be a must. A lot of people are gonna pull for her. Because her kit looks really interesting. Also because of that, and she heals. She does a bunch of like crazy stuff, which we're gonna go over with when we get when we get the official update. So that being said, guys, this was a short one. I still think that the other update previously I was more hype and excited about it, just because Nona was shown in, or Leia, and Mayu. This one's still good. This one's still good. Anyway, guys, that being said, that's it for the update. If you like what I do, please hit the subscribe button and the love button, not the love button, and the like button, guys, for more character quests, for more update in Another Eden. Please do the same for the Another Eden official channel, guys. They deserve all the love. Support them if you can. And that being said, guys, I'll see you next time for more Another Eden. Bye-bye.